Hey folks, how's it going? Hey there, Cole. Good morning. Boy, did we have a turnabout this week. I mean, it's a little crazy. By the way, um, my somebody's doing construction upstairs and they're using a jackhammer. So hopefully that doesn't interfere with what we need to talk about. Let's get to it. I don't know if that screwed up for you guys, but it screwed up for me. Good morning. Hello, everyone. My name is Potter. I am a co-host on the Build Show. My co-host, hey Mitchell. My co-host is Matt Lane from Matt Lane Fitness. You can check him out. He does shorts almost every day, talking about health and fitness and mental well-being. So, wow, did we have a return? And a lot of people are focusing, specifically on, the drip ecosystem, but Bank Teller also popped his head into the game with changing up Trunk and Stampede and Bertha. It's happening everywhere. But we'll get into the drip network stuff a lot more tomorrow when we talk about the different things that are happening. Crazy alpha. But the thing I wanted to really go over was the fact that DropLit, which I kind of talked about a little bit last week, that kind of took off in popularity. When I was talking to you guys, it was below, it was like 1.3 million TVL, and now it's up to 3 million. So it's doubled its TVL because the players in it are drip people. And Cole says hello to the Mitchell man. So I mean, guys, this is really exciting. We're starting to see the thaw of DeFi. Okay. So one of the things I didn't tell you guys, and me and Matt didn't let on, was, I don't know if you saw the energy kind of leave me in September of last year. September, October, November, December, January. As a person who was doing blockchain development, Web3 development, I had written my own exchange. I was getting real data. I was able to do it all locally, but my father passed, and so that just changed everything. And then on top of that, we had the winter extending itself, and it was just really, really hard. So I even stopped, researching stuff because I'm like, whatever, because I just didn't care. And so I'm not completely healed or anything, but I'm better. And, my daddy, he would have wanted me to continue. So that's what I'm doing. So for those who don't know me, my name is Potter. I have a background in web development, system administration, cybersecurity, specifically in the last decade or so. And I use my expertise in those fields to bring a different light than what you're going to see on most channels when they go over Web3 or blockchain, because I can talk to you about the science behind it, the architecture, the technical stuff behind it. And so I'm not looking down at comments because I'm still a little bit wounded, and if you guys see something nice, I'm probably going to lose it. So I'm not looking there right now. But there are other people out there. You can go to Bartertown, Drip Coach. There's a lot of people out there who give data like we can when it comes to news and updating news. Ray has the most alpha, but I just don't. I don't participate in that anymore because I kind of feel that it was inhibiting my ability to be pessimistic. I read a post by someone on Medium today where they had written, "Hey, this isn't Bud, but Forex sucks," and they didn't say he sucks. They thanked him, but they were like, "I quit." And I have to be honest. Last week, I was wondering, dude, what are you doing? But I created that video on Friday about disruption, and I said the rise of the drip community because I felt that that's really what's going to save drip. People who understand how important their bags are, and they start using their own bags to influence. And one of the things that I talked about and got, in the Telegram group was saying, it's the guys with the big wallets who are holding drip. That's the problem. It needs to be in the reservoir. And, I'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow. Excuse me. I'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow, but, DropLit is a big player in that, but there's something else that Forex wants to do that will fix that. So, whereas I try not to talk about the Drip Network a lot on the Thursday stream, kind of feel like it should blend over. Now I'm going to look down and get comments because I think I've gathered myself. It's been a fun 36 hours for the Drip ecosystem. Do you know what? Colt, for the first time in months, I didn't go to sleep last night because I couldn't stop taking in more data and trying to understand in ways that I could come and explain to you guys. Look, I have 12 pretty much loyal people who come every week, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, you do not need to like, subscribe, or follow. As a matter of fact, I think I lost some subscribers, but that's okay because it means they're doing what I told them. But I couldn't go to sleep last night because it was so good. And then this morning, you see, oh man, 3 cents, But as the build show, Matt and myself have always said, you can't look at the price. You got to look at the assets. But man, are you right? It's been a good 36 hours. Thanks, Cole, for the condolences. Drip 2? What do you mean, Mitchell? Looks like we might be fueling up the rocket. Yep. 800,000 in the tax vault now. I need to do more research on why that's important because let me see if I can share my screen without sharing my life. Share screen. Window. DropLit up. Hold on, I need to do something real quick. No, I don't want to. Yeah, hold on. All right. I'm going to show you guys what I think. All the other stuff doesn't matter. To me, this is all that matters. The pool, right? So let me go over here. This part right here, guys. This is all that matters. When I was doing all my calculations and planning to quit my job, which I have for over a year now, I was looking at that supply because when that supply gets down to under 1 million, happy things happen to our drip price. That's not, looking at a price, that's looking at the health of the system. Now, yesterday, that was 1.61, right? But, people saw the price jump. They don't pay attention to the news. They don't read anything. They just got into it because their friend told them, hey, to do this. And so some people started selling. But what's kind of cool now is who cares? Because the new mechanisms that are going to be put in, like DropLit, they're going to be burning the heck out of drip and putting that in the tax vault, which I need to understand a little bit more. And so that liquidity problem starts to go away. And, tomorrow we'll talk about how Forex is going to add on to that. And it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy good. It vindicates us. That's right, I include you guys, because if you're watching this, you have gone through the same freaking winter that I did. And, we're in it together, that me and Matt did. I'm going to pretend like Matt's here. Okay. All right. Matt says hi. I haven't felt this uplifted in a while, because even, that's why I said you can't look at the price, because even if you look at the price, that doesn't say anything if there's no utility. But what the drip community is showing is what we said on Friday's video was, this is truly a disruption. There is a class of people who are now learned about DeFi, understand, ROI dApps, but understand that if there's an underlying system in it that includes community, look, I think it just went up. Did it go up? If it includes community, that means that it's going to work. It is working, Animal Farm. I heard a person who's pretty much a drip maxi say today, I don't care about Animal Farm. Who cares? And I think that's funny because everybody wants drip. The architect doesn't want drip. He's saying, hey, I'm going to get the drip. But, I've got this big, beautiful baby. And I go back to the Duke Ellington story about him wanting to write orchestras. And people are like, I just want your jazz. But, that's his personal decision. He's the smart one here. But it seems like what people are saying is, hey, Forex, we respect you. But if you can't help us out, we're going to go write some of our own stuff to help the ecosystem. And not for nothing, it was Forex who said, hey guys, you need to help yourself. Hey guys, you need to help yourself. Either way he talks. So it's incredibly positive, but as long as this is controlled, we're in good shape. All right, so let's go. That's what pays people out. Yeah. Well, okay, then I understand the tax fault. So I'm not worried about the tax fault anymore because we saw, oh God, sorry. We saw when it's not just the noise. You guys might not be able to hear the noise. Can you guys hear that? It's even louder now. It's like just in time for the show, you know what I mean? Okay, so my mic is, this is bananas. A sledgehammer is above, like normally if it's anywhere in the condo, I'm on the freaking 18th floor, so this is on the 19th floor, it's right above me. Guys, if that's really loud, I can call the show. We can talk about this tomorrow because that is really freaking annoying. And they don't seem to want to take a break. Yeah, that's what it is. And normally, they'll do it and they'll stop. But they're going to town because, I'm doing a show right now. Just to let you know, and it's highly likely in the next few months that I'm going to be moving to more of a studio where this stuff. I'd be asking if there's a jacket. That's hilarious. So what I was saying was the community is the disruptor, right? The community is starting to say, we're learned, we know what to do. So, hey, if you can't help us, we'll help ourselves. And so I was saying that I wasn't worried about the tax vault because we saw in a couple of days when we were told, hey, burn, we took care of the tax vault. So I'm not worried about anybody emptying that, you know? So thank you for clarifying that's what it is. But these other games are going to specifically attack the liquidity, problem. Guys, I don't think we can continue this. This is bananas. I wanted to talk about DropLit so bad. Really? Because I mean, I almost feel like I have to yell right now. When I worked, and I had to work remote, they would only tend to do this when I was having conference calls. Oh, sorry. Okay. So for me, I can't even hear my own voice right now. I know that I'm talking, but I can't even hear them. It's like, Anyway, so I wanted to also talk about the Binance BUSD fund. Everybody was saying, oh my God, they're going to regulate BUSD, and that's that spells the end for Binance, and they're only talking about BUSD wrapped in Ethereum because that is being provided by Paxos, and I don't know enough about them, but Paxos is more than likely a problem right now. I cannot believe this. It was so quiet. So, guys, I'm having a hard time keeping my thoughts together. And it's almost like when it's almost like the person waits for me to start talking before they go like super deep. And I do appreciate that. But like I can't keep a cohesive thought together. So look, the bottom line is we've got bank teller back in, these dApps are now 2 years old. We've got DropLit that's new and it's a seniorage project. But let me go ahead and show you guys what I got going on DropLit. Is this the right browser? Yeah, sorry. Look all the way over there. So, I didn't ape in, guys, because I don't have, I still believe in, and now there's a siren outside. Guys, they just don't want, look, there's a siren. There's 2 fire trucks and they're blowing horns. This is amazing. So, this is DropLit and these are my positions. And I've already ROI'd and I didn't go in heavy. What I look at here is the deposit fee being 0% is nice. The APR is ridiculous. And I'm able to get GDS. And GDS, as you can see right now, is up at 860. Right? So that's really incredible. And, for each pool, I'm taking this almost daily and I just go to the boardroom and I stake it over here. This is 100% profit, right? This is 100% growth. I haven't cashed it out, so it's not profit. But this is 100% growth right here. Hold on, let me stop looking over there. But I can't see your messages if you don't do it. Hold on one second. I gotta figure this out. Okay. So, this is all growth. This is all, none of this would have been created without this, right? A lot of what I did here, building this, was created from, the boardroom, right? But let's go to something really important. I'm not alone. I saw a video that showed what they were like during the Genesis phase. The total value locked, of course, any other time it would show, the total value locked in here at one time was $6,600, right? So we've seen it rise from that. So the thing that I like about it, and I did do my research, I feel like my whole life with Tomb on FTM is paying off here, because I knew how to manage that. And if you guys want me to one day just go through this, how you do it, let me know in the comments and I'll talk about it. But for me to just be able to go, and I'll just do it here. For me to be able to just go and claim, right? Show you that this isn't a screenshot. Well, it couldn't have been a screenshot, right? And again, I'm not endorsing these. I'm just sharing that, hey, I'm in this game and I want to just show you how it works. So while I wait for okay, this popped up, right? Now I just go to the boardroom and I have a choice here. I can say, let me wait 2 hours so I can get this out. Or if I don't care, like I don't, I just go ahead and stake it straight away. It means that I'll change my clock here. But let's take a look. Let's wait for it. Oh, I have to. They don't have their screen set to reset yet. So you have to kind of go away to go back. Or you could have just refreshed the page. It's not showing it still. Because I would know if it was showing it, because this would reset. So hold on. Okay, there we go. So now it's $103, right? That's crazy to me. And so because of the work that I did on the seniorage projects, now Tomb, I understand the way a seniorage project works. Right? I understand the way that you're supposed to look at it, what you're supposed to build. We were building Tomb at the time, and it was pegged, unfortunately, to FTM. And so the volatility of FTM caused us to always lose peg. But when you're tied to a stable coin like BUSD, and they have the ability in their architecture to change it. If they want to peg to drip, they can peg to drip. But I think pegging to drip would be a greater problem, because the arbitrage mechanisms in there would be busy all the time, especially with whales coming in and dumping. I think that you would set yourself up to exploitation from that. Are you guys still there? So I really like it. I think, the mechanism, the reason it's called GDS is Golden Drip Share, and their purpose, including their Swifty game, is to burn drip. Their test of this network helped to allegedly cause that price pump, and they haven't even turned it on yet. And that's just a few days away. They have their own channel. Sorry, I don't know the name. But if you just look for DropLit, you can find it there. This is exciting. DropLit shows that they're going to be putting games on it. This shows that the community is waking up, that we're using our own capital to make our own capital. It's that word that me and Matt cringe at, but it is truly bullish. So, let me get this. Goodbye, music. Sorry, you guys. I think I'm still getting comments, but maybe get quiet. Thank you, Colin Mitchell, as always for showing up. There's that other guy I talked about. His name's Drip Coach. He's got a lot of good videos. He seems to be level-headed. With that being said, remember one of the things that I do is I take the technical because I understand it and I can break it down, not just numbers, but the technology behind it. So it helps me see it as a dev a little bit different. Oh, okay, you're still there. Thanks. Sorry for the extra. We got sirens and jackhammers. But I can explain it to you in a different way. And guys, just like the drip token doesn't have a utility, I believe the Build Show will have a utility when people start to understand. Boy, that stuff is so complex. I can't understand that. Well, Potter can break it down for you. And Matt also, when he's here, he asks great questions. So, and again, I confirmed with him last week. It's not because he doesn't love you. It's only because there's nothing going on at the moment. Oh, that's the same thing that you said last time. Sorry. All right, guys. Until tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to that show. Email.